FSH MD, going from change to change, going from one change to another. A life of perpetual physical transitioning. I want to talk about that for a few minutes today to you FSHers, to those of you caregivers, family members, possibly doctors who want to learn a little bit more about the FSH-MD. When I was diagnosed in 1984, my first symptom was I began falling down on my left leg. And I mean to say that my left leg would buckle out from underneath me and I would fall straight down without any warning, without any provocation, without any notice, without any reason. So then the symptoms began occurring in my left arm, then my right arm, right leg, and mouth, face, and all the way down to both of my legs, and so forth. So I've had this now 34 years, and so I've been confined permanently to a wheelchair for 8.5 years. I've not been able to bear weight or stand or to walk since March of 2010, March 15th of 2010. So I want you to listen to this. This is the point of the whole video. I went from playing basketball and football, being a normal 14-year-old young man, to, at 40 years old, going into a wheelchair full-time where I could no longer stand up or walk. Now, during those 26 years, there was huge transitions that occurred in my body. And after 34 years, there's even more transitions that occur, more physical changes. Here's the point I want to get across to you today. With this disease, nothing ever remains the same. You know, you take someone who unfortunately has a car accident and is paraplegic. Well, you know, I've met a lot of paraplegic men and women in sports accidents, car accidents. I've met a couple that were shot. A couple of police officer buddies of mine that were shot in the line of duty. After they get recuperated from the initial injury, then a lot of them go to gyms. They keep their upper body strength intact. And that's awesome. That's what they need to be doing. And nothing ever really changes with them. They are that way for the rest of their life. But with the Fascioscapulahumeral muscular dystrophy, and really any other kind of MD, but I have the FSH MD, nothing ever stays the same. For example, when I got used to and adjusted to my left leg falling, and I say you don't ever get used to that, but you're aware of it, then the left arm began acting up. And see, with each new change, with each new body part that's affected, brings on a whole new set of adjustments in one's life that we have to learn, that we have to maintain, and we have to do on top of the other weakness. So when my left leg began falling, I had to get used to that and get adjusted to that and get the full length leg brace and all of that. When my left arm started, acting up and being weak, I could no longer raise it above my head. And then my right arm, I could no longer raise it above my head. And then my right leg got weak, and each one of these transitions in my physical body brought about a whole new ball game, brought about a whole new series of things that I had to learn in order to acclimate and to adjust and to cope and to live my life with that new particular weakness. So the pertinent point I want to get across today is that with the FSH-MD, it's going from one physical change to the next. It never stops until you die. Now, currently, I'm going to go through the list of transitional changes that I have been forced to endure and go through and adjust to and live with during my 34-year battle with this dreaded, debilitating, deteriorating disease. So as I've already stated, both arms, both legs, severely weak. Facial deformity, that's why that I wear the mustache and the goatee, to attempt to hide a lot of the deformity that this disease brings on. It's called Fascioscapulahumeral MD because it affects the muscles in the face, which causes either slight or severe deformity, depending on and everybody's case is different. That's something else we need to understand. Everybody you meet will be different. My older brother had it. He died with this, combined with complications of diabetes at 46 years old in 2009. His affected him slightly different than mine. We were very similar, but slightly different than mine. So in 2009, I was diagnosed with COPD due to the muscle weakness around my lungs, which causes me trouble breathing. Now, in 1988, when I graduated high school, I dropped the leg brace. I quit using it. And they put me into a 3-wheeled scooter, which I only used part-time. I used a staff, a stick, about my height or a little bit taller than me. And I used it to help me walk, but I still fell quite often. Never broke a bone, thank goodness. But I started using a wheelchair part-time in 1988, my first year of college. Used one all those years, primarily for long distances when I would have to walk long distances. Like I would use it to go into stores, to go to theme parks, to go to zoos. Of course, on college campuses, wherever I would be, attending college. So all those transitions. And earlier this year, I was told that now my core muscles are being affected and they're deteriorating, which causes me a lot of pain, physical pain in my life. It's very difficult to sleep. It's very difficult to lay down and get comfortable. I do not and have not qualified for physical therapy in years because of Medicaid insurance does not cover it. I think it covers it 8 weeks a year, which is a joke. I don't even bother with it. So when I lay in the bed, my legs do not straighten out. They cannot straighten out. They're in the shape of an L, and they fan outwards, which causes me a lot of trouble sleeping since my legs do not and cannot straighten out, all because of Medicaid. And I'm attempting right now to find a lawyer to file a class action lawsuit against Medicaid insurance for not providing us preventative therapy, whereby we would not get in the shape that I'm in now with my legs and back, and I have lordosis and scoliosis and all of this. So I'm in pain pretty much all day, every day long. All day long, every day. And nothing to do about it because of the insurance. Have to endure it. I'm not on any kind of pain medicine. I refuse to take it. So back to my video. FSH MD, going from one change to another. That's what it is. And eventually, you get to the place where it overtakes you. It overcomes you. And, what's left? I guess you die. And so, like I said, there's all kinds of variations of degrees of this. Some are slightly affected. Others are more affected. Some are severely affected. But at any rate, regardless of the degree of severity that it affects you with, you will go from one change, one transition, one physical change to another. And at this point in time, there's nothing that can stop it, nothing that can hinder it, nothing that can slow it down. We have to take the punches as they come and roll with the punches. So that's all I've got. I hope this video has helped you to understand it just a little bit more. If you like this video, hit the like button. Feel free to comment on this video. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my channel, because I'm making a lot of FSH MD videos weekly. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye.